Surely you have received a paper cut at least once in your life. Well, today we'll make a real saw out of paper and see what we can cut. To begin with, we need to cut out squares with a side of 15 centimeters and 3 on ordinary sheets of paper. Then, with the help of ordinary stationary glue, we will fasten these squares together so there are no blisters left. And the surfaces are completely covered with glue. And of course, we'll press them down tightly with an improvised press. Now we need a compass on which we have previously attached a sharp blade. The radius of our future circle will be 6.3 centimeters. Stick that needle in the center of the square, make a tight stop, and start moving the compass. The paper lends itself easily and we get a perfectly smooth circle, but that's not all. With the help of a grinder disc, we'll mark a hole in the center, and then again with the help of a compass, we'll cut a small circle from there. Our paper disc is ready. The only thing left is to play it on a grinder and secure it in order to avoid traumatic situations. Turn on the grinder. Great! Our paper saw is working and is ready for testing. Let's start with something simple. Cardboard is essentially the same paper. Let's see if our saw can handle it. Oh, yes! Paper saws cardboard without any difficulty. Just look at what an even cut it leaves behind. It seems that this test was passed perfectly. Now, let's take a pencil. In a matter of seconds, the paper saw will deal with it too. What about plastic? Plastic cover lends itself easily to our saw, but what if plastic was denser? Let's see what happens to the plastic pipe. The process is much slower, but we can clearly see the result. The paper, although with some difficulty and manipulations with the precision, copes with the plastic pipe, retaining a fairly smooth cut and a little plastic dust. It seems that nothing will stop it. The plastic panel turns out to be much simpler test, and our saw deals within a matter of seconds. Here's such an undulating slice we got. The stakes are higher now. We have a wooden piece. Here, you already have to put a lot more time and effort, but the progress is noticeable. The paper enters the stick and continues to cut it. It's incredible. Even a slight deformation of this does not stop our paper saw. We're almost there. And yes! The wooden stick is sawn without any problems. Pay attention to the burnt trace. And we have a ball of rubber bands next. Let's see how our paper saw will cope with it. Almost immediately, the rubber bands begin to burst under pressure. It seems this test will also be simple, and we cut this ball without any problems. Oh! The inertia from the rubber bands threw the ball away from our saw. But in general, the test passed with flying colors. We cut the ball of rubber bands without any problems. Now, let's see what happens to the coconut after a collision with our paper saw. Sawing a coconut is not an easy task for a conventional saw. It is important to smoothly move along the entire radius of the coconut, so as not to make a hole through which the contents will pour out entirely than we would like. We continue to move smoothly around the perimeter of the coconut, and it seems to be very easy for the saw. The disc starts to shake a little even when we're already close to completion, but we will still connect the ends of the cut to each other. Put down the saw and easily open the coconut with the knife. Yes! We did it! Even the coconut couldn't resist our paper saw. It's incredible! Now, we need to saw off 2 bottlenecks along with the stoppers. After that, we will sand them to smoothness and fasten them with the glue gun. Here, we have such a small container that we have made it. It can store, for example, memory cards. The main plus is that the container is absolutely waterproof. Just take it out of the water and remove the moisture. We take out the cards, and as you can see, not a single drop got inside. Let's take some steel washers and insert a screw into them. Screw the screws into the board, leaving a little space. Now, insert a blade of stationary knife between the washers and tighten the screws until they stop. By installing half of a plastic bottle on the structure, we can turn it into a very long plastic tape in a matter of seconds without much effort. This tape will easily withstand a lot of weight. We cut the neck of the bottle together with the cork. Now, take a bag of cereals, remove the lid, and pull the bag onto the neck. Straighten the edges and tighten the cork. Now it will be much more easier to pour cereal out of the bag, and the lid ensures the safety of the cereals inside the package. Now we will need 2 plastic plugs. On both sides, we make labels according to the size of the phone. And now, using these labels, we cut out the excess. We fasten the lids together with the glue gun. Now, let's take a full bottle and close it with the whole lid. And we install a phone on top. Here's such an improvised tripod we have turned out, and very convenient. And if you cut out the top of the bottle, you can also use it as the phone stand when watching our videos. We will melt a small hole in the center of the cork and screw it halfway through. Now, we will screw this design into the phone holder, and our reliable tripod is ready. It is also suitable for the camera. If you need to separate the yolk from the protein, then break the egg into a bowl, and then attach a compressed bottle to the yolk. Release it, and the yolk will suck inside. And then push it into another container. Easy. To illuminate a large space with a small flashlight, install it on the neck of a water bottle or lean against the wall of a plastic canister. See how beautifully the water simmers? In order not to be distracted by a rolling ball during knitting, we will take a plastic bottle and cut it in half. Let's put a ball in one half and the counterweight on the other. Combine them. Now the tangle's not going anywhere. Cut the bottle in half and combine the halves in this way. We'll pour ice inside, so it will melt much slower, and it's much more convenient to pour it into a drink this way. Using an ice pick, we make a hole in the bottom of the bottle. We push a balloon into the bottle and pull it over the neck. Then, pour water into it. We'll put flowers to the neck, and it's done. Here's such an unusual vase. Empty bottles will take up too much space in the trash. Just blow them off and twist them before you throw them away. So, there will still be a lot of free space in your trash can.